Hello everybody, Paddock update number 5. It is Wednesday. The sun is a bit cloudy, but yeah, it's up there somewhere. But it doesn't really matter for us tonight because we're not out anyway. So yeah, we're a bit of a day of just doing some jobs. We're pulling the bike apart at the moment, just checking through. We did develop a little oil leak at the end of the session last night, which we're just addressing. We think we know where it comes from. It's no detriment to the motor or anything along those lines. It's just a little gasket that's weeping, so we'll get that sorted out. Take you in and show you in a minute. A lot better light last night. Head was in a lot better place. Only got one lap. Unfortunately, there was a red flag incident. I hope the riders involved in that are on the mend. Yeah, never nice to see. But for me personally, came back in with a smile on my face, and if I'm brutally honest with you, it's the first lap I've done and I've actually enjoyed. I just felt like I was flowing a little bit more and not, strange as this sounds, not worrying too much about where I'm going. That sounds very strange, but not overthinking things. So just allowing it to flow a little bit more, pick my lines. Don't get me wrong, there's lots of work to do, but I think in my own headspace I feel a little bit more settled now. Touch under 97, which happy with, another 2 mile an hour jump, but then also that's on the back of a start out the pit lane, so there's a big chunk of time lost out the pit lane because you're at 60k an hour all the way down it, and then through my own inexperience at the end of the lap, because it was a red flag, they short lap you, so they basically put yellow flags out and stop you before the start finish line. But the board was up coming out of Governors to say short lap, and I hadn't appreciated you still need to drive hard 150 metres further down the road before they stop the clock. So I literally came out of Governors with my hand on my hip, thinking that was the end of the session. So if you look at the sector times, we literally lost 15 seconds there. So 15 seconds there, no flying lap, blah 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 blah. We're not far off sort of being 45 seconds faster, which puts us in a real good place then. So I'm confident, and also, so we've only done 3 laps so far. So no, I'm really happy with that. It was just feeling a little bit better in my own headspace. Just yeah, all good in that respect. So what's going on in here? We've had a full bike pull down. We've checked this. We've been up to K-Tech this morning. Check the suspension. Gearing we changed yesterday, and it was a lot better than where we are. We've got another tooth today for Thursday, and I think we should be bang on that. Whether we end up coming back a little bit depends. We'll see where we end up speed wise. Yeah, we've been up to K-Tech. Shocks, we've just been through the shock, make sure that's all okay. We did change a little bit on the front suspension. We've changed the air gap. We just wanted to double check the springs. The springs in it are correct. I thought there was something they weren't. They're not. We did develop a slight oil weep from down here last night. I came in and had a little tiny bit of oil on my boot, nothing major by any stretch of the imagination, but we're just going to pull this apart and check that gasket under there and just put new gaskets on and basically just go through it, nut and bolt check, and just making sure basically everything is correct. Pulled the brakes apart, cleaned through the brakes. Screen was a lot better, so the screen modification we made last night was a lot better, but what we did is we left the old screen in there just in case it wasn't, and that was blurring my vision a little bit. So one of the jobs today is just to take that old screen out so I can see all the way through it. So that should be a lot better. And then basically just going over things, just double checking, just making sure everything is. There was a few bolts rattled and shook loose that we've gone over, just making sure everything's all torqued up and good to go. As I say, we've done the brakes. Happy days. So we're not out tonight. The sidecars have got 2 sessions tonight because they've not had too many laps, but then we've not had too many laps either. So, but to be fair, I think they've only done 2, we've done 3. We'll keep chipping away and see where we get to. So yeah, I will do another update tomorrow once we're good to go. And thank you everybody for tuning in, supporting. Thank you all for your messages. They're all They're all lovely to receive, so yeah, keep them coming, and speak to you again soon. Take care.